Camping. Camping? My husband grew up doing a lot of camping in his life. He enjoyed camping. For me, my experience of camping was walking out to the outdoor biffy. It's my first camping experience after we got married. We went to Pine River. On the way there, our car broke down. The motor sprung a leak. We found material, made a gasket, put the engine back together, took off. We made it to Pine River, to the campground. First night was okay. We spent the weekend there, went home Sunday morning. It's camping for me. Another trip we went camping was Whitewater State Park. We got there, set up camp. It was beautiful scenery. We're up on a hill, looking down on the valley, just gorgeous. Next day, we decided we're going to go touring in our very new, old, international carry-all van. It was 1960. So we started out, car trouble. We got it fixed, went back to the camp, finished out our weekend there. It's camping for me. We went on another camping trip. Well, this was more in the western part of the state because we had planned to stop at relatives after on our way back. So we set up camp. We was doing fine. We had our infant daughter with us. Most of the days you didn't have to have a car seat, so she slept in a little buggy that we put in the back seat. So we were able to carry that with us so she could sleep in it. Well, we was going to have marshmallow roast. Started a bonfire. Husband wanted to take a shower. All of a sudden, a great big wind came up, blew the flames right toward the tent. Knowing my experience camping growing up, I would go out of the tent with this little gallon pail of water to put out this massive flame. Well, luckily, two gentlemen saw what was happening and they came running over with much larger pails of water, put out the fire for me. No marshmallow roast that night. We went on to the relatives. They owned a campground. We pulled in, set up our tent. I had a wonderful evening with the relatives. Next day, we went into town to buy some provisions. Several defense veterans went off. We were herded to the hospital across the street, down in the basement. Waited there until the all clear. Went out to the campground. Our tent was gone. The tent was not there. We did find the tent because the water spout had came and took it and rolled it all up, and we found it in a neighbor's field. We got our belongings. Never did find all the tent poles. Camping is not for me. Well, they had a small cabin that we stayed in. Number of the cabin? Number 13. Camping is just not for me. Well, we went on another trip and we got another tent. The it was probably too small for 2 adults and 4 children. And it rained and rained. And if you know about tent camping, if you touch the sides of the wall, moisture can seep in. Well, that night, so much moisture seeped in, we were floating on our air mattresses. Camping is not for me. Next camping trip I'm going to tell you about is we took youth group kids camping. So I stayed dry because I had my parents' camper, so us girls stayed in the camper. We were dry. Stopped raining. We went on a hike through the woods, lots of underbrush. and my feet started hurting so bad. I looked down and they were black. They were just black. They were black with mosquitoes. I had so many mosquito bites on my feet that my feet were swelling out of my shoes. Camping is not for me. Do you want to hear about the rest of my camping? It's in a hotel.